in this tutorial. In this tutorial, I am going to explain you another mechanical used component for which we are going to prepare parts and assembly on Fusion 360 software. Earlier we have seen how to prepare parts for footstep bearing and how to assemble those parts in order to get final footstep bearing. Okay. Now next part is knuckle joint. So these are the parts of the knuckle joint. Three-dimensional parts are there, and isometric view you are observing, or it is visible to you, and this one is nothing but the assembly. So now for what purpose this knuckle joint is used? Now whenever the two rods are there which are having axial load along them and you want to connect them together, then at that time this kind of knuckle joint can be used. Okay, so this is nothing but the one end of the shaft, that is called as a fork end. This one is the other end of the shaft or rod, it is called as a eye end. And if we want to connect these two ends of the rods together, then we can insert this eye end in between this fork end, then insert this pin throughout this common hole, and then we can lock this pin using this collar and pin arrangement. So that we will insert first the collar over here, and then we will insert this taper pin through the common hole which is provided in the collar and pin. Okay, so final assembly will look like this. Okay, so this is the sectional front view and this is the top view of the assembly. Okay, now advantage of this is that whenever we want, or whenever we join two ends of the rod using this knuckle joint, then angular movement is possible. That means if this rod is fixed, this rod along with the joint can move in this kind of an angular motion. Okay, so if you observe the tractor, then the main engine or front part of the tractor is joined with the back side, that means called as a trolley. Okay, so in order to connect that together, this kind of knuckle joint is used. Okay, so whenever the first part of the or engine of the tractor moves, along with that trolley will move accordingly. Okay, but it is not rigid joint, that means two rods are not exactly in line with each other. It can have angular motion with them. Okay, so I will explain you at the time of assembly how the final assembly is carried out and how the motion is possible. Okay, but just remember that in the knuckle joint, rods can have angular motion, okay, along the vertical axis. So that is the advantage. Now until now, or whatever we have observed drawing for the footstep bearing, at that time I have given you, or I have shown you part drawing, that means parts for individual part drawing, front view and top view for individual parts. But here is the assembly is given. Okay, so from that assembly you need to identify the dimensions of the individual component, and you should be able to prepare those parts using those dimensions on the Fusion 360 software. Okay, so I will explain you how to identify the dimensions for individual component from this assembly. Okay, so first of all we will create this fork end on the Fusion 360 software. Okay, so if you observe, cross section is not constant anywhere. Okay, so we need to prepare this part in some 2 to 3 steps. Okay, so first of all we will make this fork end. For that purpose we will just draw this vertical cross section. Okay, that means this circle, then this external circle, and this whatever thickness is there or whatever the end part is there, we will draw it and then we will extrude it. Okay, and then we will remove the center part, this material and material from this part. Okay, that will be extra. Then we will get the fork end. Okay, so we will start with the dimensions. Fork end. So here is the R25, that means this circular part, that means for this circular part dimension is, or diameter is 50. Okay, then this central hole which is having pin, it is again a 25, so diameter is 25. Okay, and this is a 28 SQ, that means this part is square of 28. Okay, and length is from the center 105. Okay, so we will prepare it accordingly. First of all we will go to Fusion 360 software. Now as per the orientation, how the orientation is, we will try to make same orientation on the Fusion 360 software. Okay, so on horizontal plane, first of all we will draw this cross section, these two circles and thickness, and then we will extrude it. Okay, so just go to Fusion 360, select this horizontal plane, create sketch. Now we will draw two circles, first of diameter 25, enter, then radius 25, that means diameter is 50, press enter, correct. So this central circle is 25 and this R25, that means diameter is 50. Okay, and then we need to draw this line, that means square. Okay, so this is the square, so we will draw two lines for 28 square. Okay, so just take line command, start from this side, go to this 14, enter, then length is 105. If you remember, I have already shown you 105, then again 28, and then again we will come back to original position. Okay, now we will trim this remaining part. This is not required, this is also not required, this portion is also not required, and this is not required. Okay, finish this sketch. Now this cross section we have drawn. Now how the, or for extruding, what is the total height of this part for this foreground? So from this point to this point. Okay, so this 18 plus 18, so it is 36, and 36 plus 28. Okay, so it is total 64. Okay, so we will extrude it by 64 distance, extrude, select this, enter the distance as 64, press enter. Okay, now first of all we will remove this extra material over here because we want this end to be of 28 square only. Okay, so we need to select this plane, right click on it, go to create sketch option. Now how the cross section is, this is the circular portion. Okay, so here it is a circular portion, and how the center is located, this 25 plus 5. Okay, so total from this center it is at 30. Okay, and this 14 plus 18, so how much is the radius? 18 plus 14 is 30. Okay, so diameter is 64. Okay, so at the distance of, from this center, at the distance of 30, we will draw one circle of diameter 64. Okay, and then we will draw this center line. So again go to this, just draw one circle over here of diameter 64, press enter. Okay, now we will dimensions from this center point to this, it should be 30, exactly 30, press enter. Okay, and we will check it whether it is symmetric or not. This should be 32, so it is 32. Okay, now we will draw again lines from this point to 14, then we will go like this, again 28, and then we will come back to position. Okay, again using trim command we will remove the in between part. Okay, now finish this sketch mode, finish the sketch mode. Now we want to remove this material. Okay, so this part, so go to again extrude, select this one and this one, make operation as a cut because we want to remove the material. The direction should be, again keep it as it is, and distance should be all. Okay, so it will remove the material, press OK. So we have got this. Now we want to remove the central material, so for that purpose just go to center plane, this plane we will select, right click on it, go to create sketch option. Now for preparing this part, what is required, how are the dimensions? So this thickness is 28, for which we want to remove the material. Okay, so first of all we want to draw one rectangle of this 25, okay, plus 5, so 30 is there. Okay, so 30, and on this side also we will keep it as 30. Then height is 28 and this half circle of the radius 14. Okay, and it should be at the center. Okay, so for that purpose just go to it, draw a center rectangle, center rectangle. Okay, just give the height as a 28, press tab, width should be 60, press enter. Then again we will keep it at the center. So from this center distance should be 32 because total height is 64. Okay, press enter, and already we have drawn it at the center, so no need to measure from this point to this point or this point to this point. Okay, so we will draw one half circle over here of diameter 28. Again we will remove the material or unwanted portion of sketch. Okay, so finish this sketch mode. Now again go to extrude, select this central part. Now this time direction should be symmetric because on both the sides we want to remove the material. Cut, and distance should be all. Okay, press OK. So we have prepared this part. If you observe, similar to the initial one. Okay, just for rounding purpose we will provide fillet over here because these edges are sharp. So for that purpose go to fillet, select these edges. First of all we will select all the edges that we want to fillet. One more edge is remaining on the bottom side. Okay, dimension for this fillet is not given in the assembly or exact dimension. We will give it by approximate 4 mm. Press OK. Now this one is nothing but the 28 square. Okay, and here you are observing 3 faces. Okay, so it is nothing but the 8 faces he is having. 3 faces on the upper side, similar 3 faces on the bottom side, and on the side one face will be having. So it is not hexagonal, it is octagonal. Okay, so we will try to prepare it. Just go to this face, create sketch, go to polygon option, place the center and just enter the number of slides as 8. Press over here. Okay, so this is having 8. These 3 faces, then these 2 faces, and these 2 faces. Okay, so finish this sketch mode. Now using again extrude, this, and this. Okay, and for how much is the distance? For 36, that is cut. Okay, so for 36 we'll make it as a cut. Distance should be -36. Press OK. Okay, so this is the, if you observe from the top view, similar 3 faces you will observe. Okay, again you can provide fillet over here. set radius as a 4, let us suppose. Press OK. Okay. So with this we have prepared this. If you want to provide a circle also here, it is not required, just generally this is a very minute detail, but we will provide it 25 circle and let us suppose 15 mm as a length. Okay, so again go to this create sketch, draw one circle, 25, it is not exactly at the center, you can adjust that, press enter. This should be 14 because it is now exactly at sorry, finish the sketch mode. Again go to extrude option and enter the distance as, let us suppose 15, not 115, 15. Okay, press OK. So this is nothing but the pitch end, fork end of the knuckle joint. Okay, we have finished this. This is the most difficult part in this. All other parts are simple. Okay, so fork end. So now again for assembly purpose, just origin. You can create bodies from that. Right click on this, create bodies. Sorry, create components. Okay, and you can save it. Okay, save. Here you can select the folder. Okay, and fork end, give the name as a fork end and press save. Okay, we will open next window. Okay, now next part is eye end. Okay, so it is very simple, only we need to draw this cross section and extrude it as we did for the fork end. Okay, so again this diameter is 25, this outer diameter is 50 and this one is a 28 square. Okay, so it is very simple. Okay, so go with this 25, press enter again, 50, enter, sorry it is 504, should be 50, press enter. Okay, now again we want 28, so just go to line command, 14, length is how much, again on this side also 80 mm as we want, this length of the eye end 80, so enter this length as a 80, again we want it as a 28, angle we will enter manually 90, Just take line command. Just simply I have taken the rectangle command. 80. Press tab, 90-degree angle. Press tab, distance is 28. Then again up to this. Finish this sketch mode. Sorry, not finish this. Trim. Okay, finish this sketch mode now. Now we will extrude it by the distance. How much it is? This is 28. Okay, so distance, enter it as a 28. Press enter. Again we will provide that octagon over here. So create sketch, go to polygon option, number of sides 8. Some mistake in this. I will draw polygon once again. Now it is okay. Finish the sketch mode. Again using extrude cut. Okay, distance is how much? From this side also 36. So enter the distance 36. Select the operation as a cut. Sorry, we want to reverse this arrow and distance should be minus 36. Okay, press OK. So now we will provide again circle over here. It is nothing but the end of the rod. I will draw one circle again over here of diameter 25, same as the previous. Press enter. Finish the sketch mode. Extrude. Select this center point. Drag it to 15 mm. Press OK. And we will provide fillet over here. Okay, so just go to fillet. Select these edges. We select these two edges also. This edge, and one more is remaining at the bottom. Okay, we will enter the radius of fillet as a 4 mm. So this is nothing but our eye end. Okay, this is nothing but the provided this. Now next part which is remaining, pin, collar and taper pin. Okay, so we will go for the pin there. You can again save this component using convert it into component and then save it. Okay, I will not go into that again. It is same procedure as per the previous. Now we want pin. Now we will find out dimension for the pin. So this pin head is 38 mm diameter, thickness of the head is 12 mm, then 25 is the central position, then this 64, then this 12. So 18 plus 28 plus 18, so 64 plus 12, that is nothing but the 76. 76 plus this much end is required, that is 6. So finally it is 76 plus 6 is nothing but the 82. Okay, so 82. So 38 by 12 and 25 by 82, total length of the pin. So again horizontal, create sketch, draw one circle, not 25, 38 diameter, press enter, finish sketch, extrude it by 12, press enter, this it is 12, then 25 for 82. Okay, 18 plus 28 plus 18 plus 12 plus 6. Okay, so 82 mm is the height for the pin. Again go to this face, create sketch option, circle, center diameter circle, diameter should be 25, press enter, finish this sketch mode, extrude it by distance of 82, press enter. Now we want to drill one hole in this pin. Okay, so this is at a distance of how much? This 12 plus 18, so it is 30. Okay, then 30 plus 22 is 58. 58 plus this 18, 12 plus 18 is 30, 30 plus 28, 58, 50 plus 18, 76, 76 plus 12, but we want this hole for the pin at the half distance. Okay, so this much, 76 plus 6. Okay, so 76 plus 6 is 82. Okay, so starting from this point at the distance of 82, we need to drill a hole of this much taper pin dimension. It is 6, diameter is 6 for that pin, so of 6 mm diameter. Okay, we'll now select this plane, create sketch option, just draw one circle of diameter 6 mm along the axis, 6 mm, enter. Now give the dimensions from this point to center of this circle, it should be 82, press enter. Finish this sketch mode, extrude option, direction should be symmetric, apparent should be cut, and distance should be all. Okay, so like this we have created this hole inside the pin. Okay, so with this we have finished this third part also, that is nothing but the pin. You can again save it, make the visibility of origin off and save it. Okay, now next one is collar. So this part is collar. Okay, so for dimensions, collar is over here. So 38 is the outside diameter, inside diameter is 25, this thickness is 12, and again at the center position we want to drill a hole of diameter 6 mm for the taper pin, okay, throughout the collar. So 38 outside diameter, 25 inside diameter, and thickness 20. So again go to horizontal plane, create sketch, circle, 25, enter, circle, 38, enter, finish the sketch mode, extrude, it should be 12. Press OK, select this plane, go to create sketch, circle, 6 mm diameter, press enter. Now again we will check whether it is at the center or not. This should be 6, so it is at the center. Next the sketch mode. Now extrude cut, so direction should be symmetric, operation should be cut, and distance should be all. Okay, press OK. So this is nothing but the pin. Okay, now again we can convert it into component and save it. Final part which is remaining is nothing but the taper pin. Okay, so taper pin is simple. This diameter is 38, outside diameter is 38, length of the pin is not given, so we will assume 5 mm on the both sides, extra 5 mm on both the sides outside. Okay, so 38 plus 5 mm on this side and 5 mm on this side. Okay, so it is 48 and diameter is 6. Create sketch. As per the orientation I have selected the plane. Go to create sketch, diameter 6 mm, press enter. Finish the sketch mode. Only you need to extrude it. Symmetric. Distance should be symmetric and total distance should be 48. We will not provide taper here for simplicity. Okay, and so this is nothing but the pin. So we have created all the components, fork end, then this eye end, then pin is there, this much is the collar, and again this is the pin is there. Okay, so we will assemble these all components in the next video. Thank you.